Right. Welcome back to Jujutsu Kaisen anime review episode number 7. This is my final thoughts on season 1. Yes, season 1 that relates to the announcement. This is a damn good season. I had heard that this series basically has got a good amount of praise, and it's one of two series that one guy basically heavily recommended. I think it was Finneber Ward recommended this. He didn't recommend me personally per se. He just suggested people check out Jujutsu Kaisen because it's really good. And yeah, gotta admit, it's actually really good. And it gets me stoked for the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, which I heard is making boatloads of money. Like, wow, it's making the same amount of money that Demon Slayer Mugen Train is making. And I have heard that the movie's coming out here in next month. Yes. Apparently it's going to release like one of these limited releases. Not long after St. Patrick's Day, probably about a week. I'm hoping to actually see it while it's here. And one thing I also hope, though, I hope I can catch the English dub. Because here's the thing. Out of all the anime movies I've seen since I've been reviewing anime in the last few years, the only one I did not see the dub for was One Piece Stampede. I own One Piece Stampede. I haven't watched the dub yet for that one yet, but everything else I have seen all dub for, like Dragon Ball Super Broly, saw a dub for that one. All the My Hero Academia movies, saw a dub for those. Even Demon Slayer. Like, I was suggested, you want the sub or the dub? I said the dub because I like dub. And if in fact comes the dub for Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, I choose the dub over the sub. Nothing against the dubcast, the subcast, the people who do the original Japanese. I have nothing against that. I like hearing something in my own language. That's just my preference, anyways. Yep. Now, my announcement is that this series has been confirmed for season 2. Yep. Okay. That's pretty good. Is it coming this year? No, it's coming next year. I'm like, okay, that kind of makes some sense to do that. Because I'm sure they probably need a little bit more time to do some adapting. Yes, because based upon now, in case you're curious, they only just got the chapter like 63 by the time the season ended. You might be thinking, okay, how many chapters are to adapt? Last I saw, it was 110 chapters. Yes, that's how much chapters they have left to go to be adapted for the series. Now, how far do I think season 2 will go? One thing I hope, though, is that it's not 12 episodes. It should not be 12. 24, basically, I like the number for that one. That's perfectly fine. Now, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4. I've only about 5 story arcs. You're thinking, really? Only 5? Yeah, there's only 5 for Jujutsu Kaisen. Yes, and Mappa is definitely doing season 2, so don't worry about that. Yep. So, no change in that one. I've heard stuff about another anime that... there's been a few different anime I've been... Let's just say that I've heard rumblings of really good stuff about them. One of whom is Tokyo Avengers. I've heard that's a pretty good anime. That's something I might get to in the future. Yes. Now, the current story arc on right now is Tokyo #1 Colony. Yes, that is the current story arc. That actually just wrapped up. Yes, that just wrapped up with chapter 73, which came out just a couple weeks ago. The current story arc is the Scandal Colony arc. Yes. Yes, that is the very next story arc. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Is the Scandal story arc. And that's been going on since chapter 174. Yeah, it's been going on now for, I think, about a few chapters, I'd say. Yes. Now, you might be asking me this. Some of you might be comments below. Are you reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen the manga like you used to write anime? Manga? I have no media plans to do it. The only thing else I might review for this particular series is, of course, the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. Yes, I'm reviewing that. There is a couple light novels for this series. I do not know if, in fact, they've been released in English. That I do not know. I don't think they have. Oh, okay, so I can basically give them next year. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, apparently it was announced this month. They're going to Viz Media, who also publishes the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen, that it's going to release here. I'm like, okay. Unknown if these things are canon or not, I have no idea. Mm-hmm. Now, to my knowledge, there are only two light novels, and that's it. Last one came out a year ago. Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, I did not mention this in my first review. Who is the writer? Who's the one who comes up with Jujutsu Kaisen? It's uh, Akatami. That's the first name. Gage Akatami. That's the creator of Jujutsu Kaisen. And this, let's just say, um, they don't say if it's a pseudonym, yes, but they don't. It's not listed exact. Apparently, it's a group per se. Unknown if this is supposed to be a guy or a woman. I have no idea because it's not listed here. And apparently, this person also worked on uh, Tokyo Metropolitan Cursed Technical School, which that was Jujutsu Kaisen 0 mm-hmm. prequel series. Yep, which came out just before this one did. There's a couple of ones that this person worked on. Yeah, Kenzo Shiro a couple one shots called Number 9, and Nakati Bagu Babagia, and that's it. Basically, before he did Jujutsu Kaisen, he did a couple one shots and a miniseries. Yep, a miniseries. Have I had a chance to read Jujutsu Kaisen 0? No, I haven't. I'm interested in reading it, yes. Yes, I'm interested, yes. I'll probably read it sometime in the future. Yeah, I probably will. It's only a few chapters, so it shouldn't take me too long to read. No, it shouldn't. Yep. But not much else to say. Now, in the case of Season 2, how far do I think Season 2 will go? I think Gaito's Past will be pretty simple to adapt. I think they'll definitely do so Pacific Instant. It'd be kind of dumb if they don't adapt this story arc. Especially how long this story arc is. My gosh. Like, if you're curious though, how long is the Shibuya incident arc? It is, excuse me. Let's see. It's about 50 chapters, I think it is. Let me take a look about that. I think it is. It is 58 chapters, lasting just a little over a year of publication. That's how long this arc is. And I'm like, damn, that's a long story arc. Yes, though I would think definitely they would cover this one for season 2, definitely. And they might conclude with Idori's extermination arc. They might conclude with that one. Because it'd be kind of weird if they season 3 and you start with perfect perfection. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if they do that one. Yes. I have heard rumblings that apparently the series has to end soon after a particular story arc. I'm like, okay, like, you announced the book is ending. I'm like, why? And here's the thing about this story arc, this series. This series only been going on just for a few years. Here's the thing. The manga itself is publishing since 2018. It's roughly about 4 years ago. The anime was only like last year, and it was nominated for several awards. Yes, definitely. It was nominated for like for Crunchyroll was not. I think it was nominated for best animation, Best protagonist. Now you might think, did it win best animation? Like best fantasy? Let me take a look about that here. Which I heard basically, okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Best animation went to Attack on Titan's final season. Let's see. I think it was mostly. Let's see. I think there was a. Let's see. I think there may have been. Let's see. Anime of the year. This one basically was a big contention for a lot of people. This one, like, why wasn't like One Piece and some other ones basically on this one? The anime year went to Attack on Titan season 1. Well, final season part 1. Let's see. Best opening sequence went to Attack on Titan. Best ending sequence, Demon Slayer. Best boy. That went to Realm of Kings. Best girl. Yes, Nabara. There's actually a character. Yes, she was one basically. Yeah, she won Best Girl, which kudos for her doing that. Best Score went to Demon Slayer. Best Director. And then watch Taxi. Character Design. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yep, won that award. That's 2 awards. Best Protagonist. Not Jujutsu Kaisen. Best Antagonist. Eren Yeager. Best Fight Scene. Ooh, yes, the fight basically I just discussed in the last episode. Ichidori and Todo versus Anami. Yes. So another award, like, good for that one. Drama. I think this is mostly considered to be I think it's your action. Okay, this is one for Best Action. Yes, Cur 2. One for Best Action, which is fantastic. Ooh, yes. That time Crank has assigned one for Best Fantasy. I know I'm kind of reacting to this, but I should probably bring these. I just had to bring these up here. Performance. Let's see. Let's save one for any. Oh yes, the German voice actor for Jujo. Yes, the German voice actor won for Best of One Performance, which that's good. Even one for Portuguese, same character. French, Tondro. Sicilian, Tondro. Riku for Spanish. English, it was David Wade for SK the Infinity. But at least Jujutsu Kaisen basically won a good amount of awards. And I'm looking forward to, if in fact, I'm sure Jujutsu Kaisen 0 probably nominated. Yes. Yep. Definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Jujutsu Kaisen for now. Excuse me. Until the movie comes out. Yeah, that probably next time I do a review for this one. As for when I do regular review, after the movie, the only thing else, well, on my review, like I said, aside from the movie, will be the 2 light novels when they go released in English. But aside from those few things, you won't see anything else for this until like next year. Yep. But yes, that's going to be pretty much it for this particular review. Of course, that's going to be it now for Jujutsu Kaisen. Next up is going to be Super Sentai review. Yep. Next video. Bye.